Armchairing with Bruce Morrow on the One Podcast Network.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Armchairing. I'm your host, Bruce Morrow. I hope everybody is good. Everybody had a good day, had a good Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You know who had not been having a good day? Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic. Maybe Anthony Davis, but Luka Doncic. I mean, if you're getting paid that much, I can't say that you're not having a good day. But I hope everybody is having a great day. We're almost there. First week of February, Black History Month. Am I the first Black podcaster? No, I'm not. So we're gonna celebrate the month, the shortest month of the year. There's a lot of things we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about the Super Bowl. It is this Sunday. Finally, this Sunday, we're going to see who's going to be the winner. We're going to see halftime show. I'm excited about the halftime show. I'm excited to see Kendrick Lamar. And hopefully, I have no problem. I have no problem to go back to Toronto if I like Kendrick Lamar, so it's fine. Everybody's talking about the Luka Doncic trade, Luka Anthony Davis trade. We'll talk about that. We're also gonna talk about some trades going on. Tomorrow is a deadline for NBA trades. There's been so many trades going on this afternoon, yesterday. Right now, I don't know. While I'm talking right now, there might be a trade coming. We're gonna also talk about WNBA free agency. Probably one of the craziest WNBA free agency I've ever seen. We're gonna have quick takes like last Wednesday. Talk about Unrivaled, soccer, and the last topic. That's a topic I'm gonna have fun with. I mean, some people might not see it as fun, but it's gonna be fun. So quickly, we're gonna have a Super Bowl game Sunday. Get your chips, get your water. I don't drink beer, so I don't drink alcohol. I mean, I cannot say I don't drink alcohol. I drink wine, but not all the time. Chips, dips, food. Get your food ready. The Super Bowl is here. We have the matchup of the Kansas City Chiefs against the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles, Eagles. So it's here. A lot of people are excited. I see a lot of people dancing. A lot of people cannot wait to see their team win. A lot of people want to see the Kansas City Chiefs to repeat because we've never seen that. A lot of people want the Eagles to get their revenge because they lost 2 years ago. I think 2 years ago. Yeah, I think 2 years ago to the Chiefs. Anybody can win. There's no guarantee in football. I remember like years ago, like 15 years ago, when everybody was picking the Patriots to go undefeated, and then the Giants, Eli Manning. By the way, congratulations on being nominated for the Hall of Fame. I hope you get in. I mean, I don't think you did enough to be a Hall of Famer, but I'm not a voter. And your last name is Manning, but I'm not. Let's get back to the subject. So anything can win. I have picked some teams to win things. Like I picked Mavericks to beat the Celtics last season, and they lost. So both teams can win the Super Bowl. I'm gonna tell you why the Chiefs gonna win. I'm gonna tell you why the Eagles can win. The Chiefs can win. The Chiefs can win. By the way, if for 3 reasons, I have 3 reasons that the Chiefs can win, and I'm gonna give also 3 reasons why the Eagles can win. The Chiefs can win, for example, defense. Number one, defense. A lot of people want to say Patrick Mahomes. No. The last couple of seasons, I think the defense has been more instrumental to the Chiefs winning than Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs will win if the defense show up Sunday. If Steve Spagnuolo, who I think is a wizard as a defensive coordinator, is on his game, because he's gonna have his hands full. Shaquan Barkley has been balling. He's averaging 147.3 rushing yards per game in the playoff, and he rushed for 5 touchdowns in the 3 games of Philly. This season, in the regular season, he rushed 100 yards in 14 of the 19 games. And the 19 game he didn't play, he could have broken the Eric Dickerson record, but he didn't play that game. And a lot of people were upset with him. But the Chiefs are the 8th best team run defense this season. 8th best team. They have gone 18 straight games without allowing a 100-yard rusher. So will they go 19 games? It's possible. And we have to remember the teams that the Eagles beat in the postseason, in the playoffs so far, only the Packers were a top 10 defense against the run. But they beat the Packers, even though I think it was the Packers struggling on offense. That's why they won. They lost. So when they play Washington Commanders, they had a bad defense. And if it wasn't for the offense doing so many turnovers, Commanders could have been in the game, could have won the game, in my opinion. The Rams, I think they couldn't play in the snow. They play LA, man. Nice weather. They play in the snow. The running back is okay. So they had a good defense, but they were not top 10 defense. So the Chiefs have on defense Chris Jones. He gets double teamed, and that guy named Kalafakis, I'm not good with games. So he's gonna get free reign. So when Hurts gets sacked, he loses a lot of yards. It's not me saying it. It's the Ringer. From all the research I did for tonight's show, I saw on the Ringer that when Hurts lose yards, when Hurts gets sacked, he loses a lot of yards. So I'm assuming that the Chiefs, they're gonna put a lot of people in the box and see what Hurts can do with passing game, because he hasn't really been asked or been forced to throw the ball. And his shoulder, I don't think his shoulder is fully healthy yet. But I'm not going to underestimate Hurts, because he played really good last Super Bowl. Some people say he was the best player on the field. But let's see what happened. Because in 2024, there's a stat that said that when the Philadelphia quarterback had a passer rating of 90, below 90. But Hurts missed a lot of games. So I cannot take that stat really seriously because Hurts didn't play a bunch of those games. So when Hurts play and Barkley has less than 4.5 yards per carry, the team is 2-1. So the defense of the Chiefs has to show up on Sunday. If the defense of the Chiefs show up, they stop Barkley, and Hurts is gonna struggle like I think he's gonna struggle. The Chiefs repeat. Number 2, a lot of people are gonna say this number 2 should be number 1, but in my opinion, that's the number 2 reason why the Chiefs can win the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, when he does it early in his career, he would force it. That's why you saw in the first Super Bowl and he had against the 49ers, he was throwing picks. But nobody talks really about that. Maybe they talk about it, but not enough. But Patrick Mahomes run the ball. When he doesn't see anything, he gets the first down. So I think this Eagles defense is gonna have a spy. They're gonna see if he's gonna run. Texans tried to do that and they lost. But the Chiefs have been playing crazy tight games for like a year. So they are only 6-1 this season when they trail in the fourth quarter. They had only one loss this season. Two losses. They had 2 losses. Well, I'm gonna say 1 loss because Patrick Mahomes didn't play in the last game, so they gave that game to the Broncos. So they are 6-1 when trailing in the fourth quarter this season. In 9 playoff games where the Chiefs are behind the fourth quarter, Mahomes won 6 of them and lost 2 others in overtime after tying it. He is 3-0 in come from behind victories in the Super Bowl. 3-0. How many Super Bowls he has? 3 Super Bowls. I have another camera here for my job. I'm looking at the camera. I forgot this is this camera. So 3-0. People have underestimated Patrick Mahomes this season. Maybe because he doesn't have the weapon, or maybe he's not playing at the level. They are rating Patrick Mahomes to his earlier success, Patrick Mahomes, where they were, and then Buccaneers came out and stopped the Chiefs certain way, even though Patrick Mahomes was hurt that Super Bowl. Since then, everybody thinks that the offense hasn't come back to the explosiveness. There's no explosive plays really with the Chiefs, except last game where I think that was the first time they scored 30 points. So he has something to prove. People say his team are saying that it's okay if he doesn't go to the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, the Pro Bowl, but he's gonna go to the Super Bowl and he's gonna win. So if there's one guy I do not underestimate, is Patrick Mahomes. You could say he's Mr. Clutch. People have called him Michael Jordan of the NFL, but Michael Jordan never lost in the final. I mean, I could say he's Magic. So Patrick Mahomes could be the difference Sunday. That's number 2. Number 3, Andy Reid. When you give Andy Reid a long time, he has a good plan to win a football game. He's a visionary. You know, there was a Chiefs player that said that before the Houston games, Reed was giving up a speech, and he says something that they've been hearing all season: just be themselves, go play. I think Andy Reid is a player's coach. I think his teams love him. I don't think I've ever heard a former player of Andy Reid say bad thing about him. So I expect Andy Reid to come up with clever plays that we have never seen, and they're gonna catch the Eagles off guard. And he's not gonna force the players to go in something they're not comfortable with. He's gonna make the players, put them in a position so that they're their best, their own strength. They get the most of their own strength. So I think Andy Reid is gonna be the best coach Sunday. Those are the three reasons why the Chiefs can win the Super Bowl. The defense, number one, Patrick Mahomes, and Andy Reid. By the way, good evening, Mr. Thomas. Thank you. As always, thank you for being here. So, now that I've given the reason for that the Chiefs can win, I'm gonna give the reason why the Eagles can win. By the way, I supported the Eagles years ago. I used to follow everything about the Eagles. When Michael Vick was the quarterback, I was a big Michael Vick fan. So I was a fan of the Eagles. And the Eagles fans are crazy. So I think the Eagles can win as much as the Chiefs can win. The Eagles can win. Why? Number one, running the ball, Saquon Barkley. If there was any other season, I think Saquon Barkley would be the unanimous MVP. But because Josh Allen doesn't really have any other big name on offense, I think he might be the MVP. Lamar Jackson putting crazy numbers, running, passing the ball. That's why it's between those two. But Saquon Barkley should be considered to be MVP too, because he had 2,005 yards and 2,005 yards and 30 touchdowns, and could have break the, like I said earlier, Eric Dickinson record if he played the last game, but he did not. So number one is Saquon Barkley, because if the Eagles run the ball well, you keep Patrick Mahomes on the sideline. You score and you keep Patrick Mahomes, and you hope that the Chiefs go 3-and-out, and then you milk the clock, run the ball again, try to score again. You like 2 touchdowns ahead. So running the ball will be key for the Eagles to win, because all the 3 games that they won in the playoff is because of running the ball. In the wild card playoff, he ran 119 yards on 25 carries. And the next week in the divisional playoff, 205 yards, 2 touchdowns. And in the NFC Championship. 118 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. And he had a 60-yard. His first touch, very first touch of the game. So, like I said earlier, that the Chiefs had the 8th best rushing defense. But they have allowed a lot of rushing yards in the playoff. In the games they played in the playoffs so far. 148 total against the Texans and the Buffalo Bills. This is a concern. So, Eagles, they're gonna try to run the ball. I hope they don't, first play of the game, they try to Jalen Hurts throw the ball. What's been working for them is the rushing. And Jalen Hurts has benefited from Shaquan Barkley rushing because he has rushed a little bit too. I think he had a couple of rushing touchdowns. So first reason that the Eagles can win, running the football. Second reason, the defense. Earlier this season, everybody was saying, "Oh, their secondary is young. They have 2 rookies. What's their name? Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean." But they have improved during this season. And there's a big boy in the middle, Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter will be a problem for the Chiefs' offensive line. An offensive line that has been struggling because they move a player to another position. And don't forget the Josh Sweat and Milton Williams. And the top linebacker, according to Pro Football Focus, is Zach Brown. He's on the Eagles. So, and Vic Fangio, who's the defensive coordinator of the Eagles, he likes to play nickel. He likes to play, they don't blitz, but they play a lot of zone. And Mahomes has difficulties against that scheme. So Mahomes gonna have to be patient against that defense because that defense was the number 1 defense in the NFL this season. So number 2 reason, I keep going over there. Number 2 reason that the Eagles go win is the defense. Number 3 reason, Jalen Hurts. Why am I doing this? Jalen Hurts passing. I expect the Chiefs to try to stop Barkley, and Jalen Hurts has to pass the ball. Jalen Hurts has passed the ball really well, like I said before. 304 yards 2 years ago against the Chiefs. I saw McDuffie. I think he's like the best quarterback, whatever they said. But I saw the Josh Allen destroy the wide receiver destroyed McDuffie, the best cornerback of the Chiefs. So the Chiefs defense can be at. It's a bend, don't break defense. The Eagles gonna have to break with Jalen Hurts passing the ball. So AJ Brown, he has to. I hope he went to the library to have like 5 books or 4 books, 1 for each quarter. I hope AJ Brown and Devontae Smith get the ball. So 3 reasons that the Eagles can win. Shaquan Barkley running the ball to keep Mahomes on the sideline. Defense, nickel defense, a lot of zone. Jalen Carter going crazy, especially with a patch-up Chiefs offensive line. Jalen Hurts passing the ball. Who am I picking to win the Super Bowl? Who? Wow. Mm. Mm. I am picking the Kansas City Chiefs to repeat. Sorry, Eagles fans. Sorry, Eagles fans. I am. Why? I believe in the reason of the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl more in the reason than the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. I think the Kelsey brother, the center, he was experienced and he won the Super Bowl before. So he hurt Jalen Hurts better. And I think Saquon Barkley, is he gonna be nervous? Is Jalen Hurts shoulder healthy? He's the two quarterbacks, two rookies. Are they not gonna be overwhelmed by the lights? Is Patrick Mahomes been there, done that? Probably a lot of people say he's the GOAT, especially Nick Wright. So I am picking the Chiefs to repeat. I'm sorry. And if the Eagles win, I'm not gonna be surprised or shocked, by the way. Because I'll be happy for Saquon Barkley, especially because of the Giants. But I expect. Hey, by the way, a lot of people are picking the Eagles to win. I went on CBS, Eagles. Bleacher Report, Eagles. I went to ESPN.com. A lot of Eagles. I see a lot of Chiefs picks, but I see a lot of Eagles. So hopefully we have a good game Sunday. Hopefully we have a good Super Bowl game. And I heard somebody is going to the Super Bowl. I don't want to see him. I'd rather see Taylor Swift. I don't want to see that guy. I don't want to talk about him because this is not a political show. But I'm giving hints what I'm talking about. So this Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Super Bowl. I think Fox has the Super Bowl. I don't know which channel. So I'm picking the Chiefs to beat the Eagles 30-25. So this weekend, sometimes when I try to distract myself, I read or I play games or I watch a movie or listen to music, whatever. So I was turning off my computer. So I went on YouTube and I saw this channel. And I see Luka traded. I'm like, oh, there's no way that's true. Let me check. And I go on that Elon Musk destroyed app or infested app, X or Twitter, formerly known as Twitter. And I see Dallas Mavericks trading Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm like, what? That's not true. Let me see. Let me go on. Let me find this guy named Shams. And I went and I see what? And I see all these tweets. Oh, this is not a hack. This is the truth. This is not whatever. I'm like, what? Why they traded him? That's crazy. That's probably one of the most stupidest trade of all time. And then the next day, the Box Out came out with an emergency podcast. I should have done one. Maybe I should do Instagram for Armchairing and go live, whatever. Anyway, so I was like, wow. They really traded him. So a lot of people, a lot of Mavs fans, I went to a couple of Mavs podcasts and I see, man, they cursing out the GM. Nico's this, Nico that. By the way, the GM of the Mavericks is Nico Harrison. Nico this, Nico that. Oh, whatever. Oh, man, you better need security, whatever. And then I see videos of Mavs fan carrying what's the name of it? Oh man, a casket to the Dallas Mavericks stadium. And this kid said, "Oh, this is the worst day of my life. I'm not a Mavs fan anymore." And now they're telling us reason why they traded, why the Mavs traded. There's reports coming out, why the Mavs probably traded um, Luka Doncic. But first, I want to talk about the GM. Who is Nico Harrison? They said, I found an article where they said Nico Harrison. I just opened it. Oh my God, what's going on with me? I just saw it over there. Okay, Nico Harrison, I have it here. So Nico Harrison, he used to be a basketball player, and he studied at West Point and went to Belgium, Japan, went to play to Belgium, Japan, and Lebanon. But after he played in career, he went to work for a pharmaceutical company, and then a friend told him, "Oh, they're looking for somebody like you, whatever your skills." And then he said, "Nike looking for somebody like you, whatever." And then he applied on Nike, got a job, worked with Michael Jordan, worked with Kobe Bryant. Now, it is reported, I don't know if it's true or not, it is reported, he's the guy when Steph Curry was looking to get a big contract from a shoe, went to do a presentation for Steph Curry and misspelled his name. Misspelled his name and kept calling him Seth instead of Steph. And there was a lot of error. And that's why Steph Curry went into Under Armour. And that's not the only thing that people are mad at him. After becoming the general manager of the Mavericks in 2021, he, a couple of years later, let Jalen Brunson go. He didn't want to give Jalen Brunson a contract. That's why Jalen Brunson went to the Knicks. Breaking news, Butler is going to the Warriors. Really? No way. Oh my God. That's not true. Let me see. What? The Miami Heat are finalizing a deal to send Jimmy Butler to the Golden State Warriors for Andrew Wiggins, Dennis Schroeder, Kyle Anderson, and a protected first-round pick. Okay, Dennis Schroeder is headed to Utah and Kyle Anderson to Toronto. Wow, that's crazy. Well, thank you, Mr. Thomas. That's messed up my day. That's messed up my show. But I'm going to continue and probably going to talk about that another day. So Jimmy Butler is going to be a Warrior. Anyway, that is interesting. Wow. That's crazy, man. Oh man. Anyway, so they said that Doncic had a bad condition, according to ESPN. They said that Doncic had bad conditioning. He was eating all the time, and his weight went to the roof this season, 260. They said they have been talking to him for over the years to take care of his um, diet, and he has not. They fired a lot of people. They fired his trainer. He had when Mark Cuban was there. Mark Cuban didn't let Luka do whatever he wants, and then when Mark Cuban sold the team, uh, he Luka lost his biggest supporter, Miriam Alderson, who, by the way, I'm not a fan of because of who she's a fan of. And I don't want to, this is a sports show. I'm not going political, but it was not a fan of Luka. And they didn't want to pay the Supermax contract, the 245 million that Luka was probably gonna sign. They didn't want him to pay that money. They don't want to pay that money because they think that he's overweight and he's not gonna last. And he said he's not worth the trouble. And by the way, Pelinka became friend with became friend with Nico during his Nike years while dealing with Kobe and stuff. So Nico approached Pelinka and said, "Hey, do you want a young superstar, 25-year-old? You can give me your often injured Anthony Davis, and we'll take him." And then Pelinka said, "Oh, really? Okay, I'll give you Max Christie, which is the best defenders we have, and I'll give you one pick, only one pick." And then that's the way the trade goes. That's the trade that happened. Everybody's freaked out. So I think the Mavs gonna be okay. They're gonna be better than the Lakers, even though the Lakers destroyed the Clippers last night and they won a couple of games and they beat the Knicks. Sorry, Khalil. They beat the Knicks the other day. So I think the Mavs made a trade this afternoon. I think they sent Quentin Grimes for Colin Martin this afternoon. So I think in the Lakers, they don't grow people except Magic and Kobe. They always buy superstars. So I think if Luka probably gonna benefit being around LeBron, gonna be work on his positioning, and a lot of people gonna see Luka, and Lakers gonna sell tickets after LeBron leaves. I don't think LeBron and Luka can play together, but I might be wrong because I think they play the same way. They all both need the ball. So it's gonna be my turn, your turn, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know when Luka is gonna play. I don't think he's gonna play tomorrow. Probably Saturday or Monday. Anyway, let's see a couple of the transactions that happened in the NBA. So the latest transaction, and thank you, Mr. Thomas, for telling me. No problem. That's okay. So they sending Andrew Wiggins. The Miami Heat are sending Jimmy Butler to the Warriors, and Andrew Wiggins is being shipped out. Then Schroeder ship out. Kyle Anderson shipped out. All right. Are the Warriors gonna get better? I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't want the trade to happen. I to be honest, I didn't want the trade to happen. I didn't want the trade to happen. I'd rather have Wiggins than Andrew Butler. I'm not a fan of Butler. I'm sorry. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So let's see what else, what trades that happen again, besides this stupid trade that the Warriors just made. The Wizards, they traded Valanciunas to Sacramento for CD Sissoko, a second round pick of 28, a second round pick of 20 for 29. The Pelicans, that's a small trade. That small trade. They send Daniel Tice to the Thunder for they said they get cash. Pelicans get cash, and the Thunder get Daniel Tice and 2031 second round pick. So they get us another big. Daniel Tice occasionally can shoot the three. Maybe the Thunder think like, oh, we need bigs. Celtics, they traded Stringer to the Rockets, and they get a 2021 second rounder, and they used to get Jaden Springer, and 2030 second rounder. Pistons, they traded KJ Martin. He's been going to teams. Now he's going to the Pistons from Philly for 2 second round picks, and Sixers get cash. Chris Middleton is leaving Milwaukee. I think he was the last shooter for Milwaukee when they won the championship with Joe Holiday. So I think a lot of the championship players leaving. I think Connaughton, Giannis, and what's the guy name? Boris and Lopez. I think that's the remaining left for championship. So Milwaukee getting Kyle Kuzma, Patrick Baldwin Jr. I think he was drafted by the Warriors. Warriors sent him to Washington in the pool trade, and a second round. And Wizards get Chris Middleton, going from a really good team to a probably the worst team in the NBA, and AJ Johnson and first round pick. I just said it. Martin going from Philly to Dallas, and Quentin Grimes going to the Philly Hornets. This is 4 picks. That's another trade that's intriguing. Darren Fox leaving Sacramento, going to play with Wemby. He's gonna play with Wemby and Chris Paul, and Jordan McLaughlin going to Zach LaVine, going to Sacramento, gonna be reunited with his Bulls teammate. DeMar DeRozan. Yeah, I forgot his name for a second. So his Bulls get Zach Collins, Trey Jones, and Kevin Huerter. Yep. And that will be all for the NBA. I am really, really pissed off that the Warriors traded and got Jimmy Butler, because I'm a Warriors fan and I hate that trade. So let's go to the WNBA. There were a lot of things happening in the WNBA, a lot of trades happening. I think the Connecticut Suns doesn't have a good player anymore. That's why just now, Marina Mowbray is asking for a trade. She requested a trade from the Chicago Sky last season to go to the Connecticut Sun, but now everybody left. Everybody on the team. All the starting lineup is gone. So here's what happened from the last time I spoke to you guys about the transactions. There's a lot of players that's changed team. I said Vendus Loop left New York, went to the Sky. I think I said that. Monica Wright, I remember her playing for the Minnesota Lynx. I think she was engaged to Kevin Durant, and then maybe Kevin Durant doesn't come his hair anymore. And Kevin Carter said, I want a guy who come his hair. So she's now Monica Wright Roger, and she's going to be Toronto Tempo. That's the new WNBA franchise. She's going to be the general manager. Brianna Jones started for the Connecticut Sun last season and went to sign with the Dreams. I think she's going to play with oh my God, I forgot her name. The woman that was in Russia, I forgot her name. Oh my God. Oh man, what's her name? Brittany Griner. Here we go. So she's gonna go to playing Dream. And Natasha Howard, she left the Dallas Wings because Dallas Wings been losing. They suck. She's going back to the team that drafted her in 2014 She's gonna play for the Fever, probably replacing Alyssa Smith, who just got traded to Dallas. Team deal. I think. Let me go there. Let me see. Yeah. So there was a three team trade deal. Phoenix Mercury gets Satu Sabali. Because she didn't want to play for the Wings anymore. So she went to. I thought she was gonna go to New York, but she was traded to Mercury, and her and Kalani Brown and Uzum, Segvi Uzum, and the Dallas Wings get Tyrus, who was Connecticut. Nalissa Smith, Fever. I think she played badly in the playoff, and she was benched. 2025 number 8 pick, and the rights to Mikia Herbert Arrington and Sophie Cunningham from Phoenix. Oh my God, another shooter. Hey, Indiana is getting a lot of shooters, man. 225, 19 picks. So Sabali is gonna be in Phoenix. Neka Ogumeke, she's gonna resign with the Storm. There was a trade. Dijonne Carrington leaving the Sun. I think she was the defensive player of the year. They gave it to Nafizia Color. I'm not mad about that. But she left the Connecticut Sun and she was traded from the Connecticut Sun to the Wings. Man, hey, the Connecticut Sun got decimated. Natasha Heidman is just resigned with the Lynx. What's next? There were other trades. I'm gonna say the one that I think that's very important. Rebecca Allen. I think she's going to the Sky. She was traded to the Sun, but the Sun traded her back, traded to the Sky. Man, she got traded twice. Deanna Bonner. Wow, the Fever signed her. That's a good pickup. Hey, Deanna Bonner. Oh my God, what's her name? Deanna Bonner, Clayton Clark, Natasha Howard, Aliyah Boston. What's the other player name? Oh my God. Lexi Hall. What's the other name? What's the other player's name? Let me see. What's the other player name? Kelsey Mitchell. Wow. This team is loaded, bro. This team is loaded. Wow. That's crazy. Anyway, yes, I'm still pissed off about George Butler. We're gonna talk about the Unrivaled one-on-one. It's starting. I think the last time I mentioned that there's gonna be a one-on-one Unrivaled, and they already have the first round starts in February 10th. From 2 to 4 p.m. on True TV, and 7 to 9 p.m. on TNT. So February 10 is Monday. So there's number one seed. The number one seeds are Brianna, Joe Lloyd, and what's the other number one? I think the Physical Color is the number one seed. Where is it? Brianna Stewart, Joe Lloyd, number one seed. Where's the other number one seed? I think I have it here. Oh yeah, Nafisa Color and Arike. So you're gonna have in the first round Brianna versus Aliyah Edwards, Marina versus Kit Martin. Okay, Alicia Gray versus Jordan Canada, Kalia Copper versus Aliyah Boston. Arike Agunaye. She has a bye. Okay. Skylar Diggins versus Derek Ironby. Oh man. One-on-one. Satu Sabali versus Brittany Sykes. Keller McBride versus Dijon Harrington. I mean, Dijon Harrington can defend, but she's not a shooter like Keller. That's funny. Ray Burrell versus Natasha Crowd. Natasha Crowd can defend. Burrell, I don't think Burrell can win that. Alyssa Thomas versus Azura Stevens. Oh, she's gonna bully her, even though Azura Stevens can shoot outside. Chelsea Gray versus Shakira Austin. This is gonna do mid-range on her. The physio colleague killing some. Oh my god. Jackie Young versus Rikia Jackson. Oh man. Tiffany Hayes versus Courtney Williams. Ryan Howard versus Alexio. Ooh, this is fun. So if you are interested to watch a one-on-one game, they start February 10th, Monday, between 2 to 4 p.m. on 2TV and 7 to 9 p.m. on TNT and 2TV. Second round will be on February 11, 7 to 10 on 2TV. And semifinals and finals going to be on Friday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. Okay. Yeah. So check it out. So really quick picks. Two players, I think they're probably going to change team next season in the NFL. Myles Garrett asked for a trade. He's tired of the Cleveland Browns sucking. He doesn't want massage from Deshaun Watson anymore. Cooper Kupp asked the Rams. He was told by the Rams that he's going to be traded. So which teams could use Cooper Kupp? I mean, I don't think he's going to go. Is he going to go to the Chiefs, or I don't think they're going to pick him? I don't know. I don't know where he's going to go. Real Madrid in Champions League. This is soccer or football for me. But people here in the United States, they call it soccer, but it's football. So here are the teams going to face each other. Club Brugge versus Atalanta. Sporting versus Borussia Dortmund. Manchester City versus Real Madrid. Ooh, that's going to be a good game. Manchester City has been struggling lately. They're not the same team anymore. But we'll see what happens with Pep Guardiola. Real Madrid, they have Mbappe. Man, Real Madrid is loaded, bro. Celtic versus Miami. Juventus versus PSV and Doven. Feyenoord versus AC Milan. Hey, AC Milan has an interesting team. Brest versus Paris Saint-Germain. AS Monaco versus Benfica. And it's starting, the first leg is starting February 11 and 12. And the second leg is, I'll take a week later, 18 and 19. Yeah, so this is for Champions Leagues. Everybody was interested in that. Okay. So the last topic of tonight is, so today is Cristiano Ronaldo birthday. So I was minding my own business. I'm not a fan of Cristiano Ronaldo. I think he's, I'm not gonna say he's already. I think he's full of himself. Whatever. Is he a great player? Yeah, he's a great player. But I think there's a lot of physicality that I don't see in sports anymore. Even in basketball. When I used to watch basketball back in the day, there was a lot of physicality, especially when I was a kid in the 90s. Like in American football, NFL. I mean, some of the stuff I see here, I mean, American NFL is almost a flag football. There's not a lot of physicality. Like, it's the same thing with soccer. If Cristiano Ronaldo was playing in the era of 90s, 80s, early 2000s, I don't think he's going to score all that goal and do the he does all the time. He said, I'm going to read what he said, and I'm going to explain why he's wrong. He said, I'm talking about numbers. He told Spanish television El Chiringuito, I hope I say it correctly. I think I'm the most complete player to have existed. In my opinion, I think it's me. I do everything well in football. With my head, free kicks, left foot, I'm fast, I'm strong. One thing is this. If you like Messi, Pele, Maradona, I understand that and I respect that. But certainly Ronaldo is incomplete. I'm the most complete. I haven't seen anybody better than me, and I say it from the heart. Who's the best scorer in history? It's about numbers. Full stop. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm showing emotion, because okay, let me continue. Let me continue with that BS. Who's the most player in history who scored the most goal in their head? Their left foot penalties free kick. I was looking the other day, and I'm being left-footed. I'm in the top 10 goal scorer with the left foot in the soil, and with my head, and with my right foot, and penalties, all of them. Full of it. Full of. The one thing about football is team sports. If you're so great, you have to elevate your team. I have watched Cristiano Ronaldo so many times in the World Cup. Suck! Care about his goals and don't do crap. He's the most complete, but when his teams needs it, he always fails. Even when he won the Euro Cup, the Euro title, he wasn't even the best player on the team. I'm sorry. He's so complete that they bench him the last World Cup. So complete. The last World Cup, what happened? What happened, Cristiano Ronaldo? The last two Copa America, what happened, Cristiano Ronaldo? I'm not a fan of Messi. I'm an Argentina fan, but I'm not a fan of Messi. I don't think Messi is the greatest football player of all time, or soccer player of all time. To me, Diego Armando Maradona is the greatest football soccer player of all time. And I think there's a lot of other players that are better than Cristiano Ronaldo. And I have a list. I made a list. Ronaldinho better than Cristiano Ronaldo. Sorry, Ronaldinho. Hey, I'm gonna say players that I've seen first, and I'm gonna say players that I've seen. See, if I say player that I've seen, there's gonna be like 10 before I say Cristiano Ronaldo. Diego Armando Maradona, who I think is the greatest football player of all time, is better than Cristiano Ronaldo. George Weah, the African player who's the president of Liberia now, better than Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo, the real one, Brazilian one, he's better than Cristiano Ronaldo. Romario, better than Cristiano Ronaldo. Paolo Maldini, better than Cristiano Ronaldo. Zinedine Zidane, better than Cristiano Ronaldo. I have 2 minutes left. I could go on, but I'm looking at the time because I want to finish the time. I could say more. Who else? Messi, better than Cristiano Ronaldo. I said Ronaldinho, Paolo Maldini. No, I'm not gonna say that. But if I go old people I've never seen, I seen highlights. Pele is better than Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm sorry. Pele is better than Cristiano Ronaldo. Johan Cruyff, better than Cristiano Ronaldo. Michel Platini, better than Roberto Baggio. Oh my God, I see this guy. Roberto Baggio, better than Cristiano Ronaldo. Hey, what's the other guy? The Italian guy. Oh my God, Del Piero, better than Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm sorry. So Cristiano Ronaldo, just enjoy your birthday. You're 40 now. I see if he's 40 and stay talking like that, I think when he's 50, he's gonna say more crazy thing. You're not the most complete player. You're the most okay. You're the most complete player. No, you're the most complete bull-esser of all time. That's it. That's it. BSer of all time. And just in time, I think I'm done for tonight. I'm gonna go drink water and get pissed off because Jimmy Butler is a warrior now. Thank you for watching Armchairing and have a good night.
Armchairing with Bruce Morrow on the One Podcast Network.